All right, Shalom. Call Halim La Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Harakak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations to the hopeful elect scattered across the earth. This is your brother Allah coming to you with another lesson entitled Genesis chapter 49 breakdown. So Lord willing, the elect of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai be edified. And also you can get this breakdown on let me see real quick. 12 tribes, son. Because the elder Kazakia Allah did a breakdown on it a while ago, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see if I can find it. GMS. Here it is. Look. Here it is right here. Right? So, so you can go to GMS Pittsburgh, or I might put the link to this video in the description of this video I'm doing now. Right, because personally this is where I got the breakdown from. Call Halim La Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Once again, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Now, so yeah, there it is right there. Lord willing, I'll put the link in the description. Now, so Genesis 49:1. And Jacob called unto his sons and said, Gather yourselves together, that I may tell you that which shall befall you in the last days. Verse 2, gather yourselves together and hear. Now, regarding verse 1, Jacob was speaking unto his sons regarding what was going to befall their descendants in the future. Right, verse 2, gather yourselves together and hear, ye sons of Jacob. And hearken unto Israel your father. Right, was Israel. Israel in the Hebrew is Yashar Allah, which Yashar Allah means he, Prince Power. Right, he is a prince of the power. But it literally translates to he, Prince Power. Yah, he, Shar, Prince, Allah, Power. See? All right, verse 3, Reuben, thou art my firstborn. The tribe of Reuben is who the world ignorantly calls Seminole Indians today. All right. Thou art my firstborn, my might, and the beginning of my strength, the excellency of dignity, and the excellency of power. Now, regarding that, the tribe of Reuben has a real ruling class mentality. They're real outgoing. They're very royal. And you see it in their mannerisms, their apparel, their whole aura. Verse 4, unstable as water. Now, the unstable part, meaning they're nomadic. Reubenites, they move around. And they're also a warrior tribe along with the tribe of Gad, which the tribe of Gad are the so-called North American Indians, right? Unstable as water, thou shalt not excel. Thou shalt not excel is going into the fact that they couldn't overcome Esau during those times when they were going to war with Esau. Because thou wentest up to thy father's bed, then defilest thou it. He went up to my couch, right? Now, hold tight. He went up to my couch is going into how when Reuben committed adultery with Jacob's concubine. As a matter of fact, let me see if I could get that precept. Yeah, Genesis 35 and 22. Right, Genesis 35 and 22. And it came to pass when Israel dwelt in that land, that Reuben went and lay with Bilhah, his father's concubine, who was Reuben's father, Jacob. And Israel heard it. Now the sons of Jacob were 12, you see? So that's what that's going into. Because thou wentest up into my bed, uh, up to thy father's bed, then defilest thou it. He went up to my couch. See? Now, verse 5, Simeon and Levi are brethren. Instruments of cruelty are in their habitations. Right? And that's the 5th verse. Now, the tribe of Simeon is talking about the people many ignorantly called Dominicans today. And the tribe of Levi is talking about the people many call Haitians today. Right? Now, a matter of fact, you know what I'm going to do? Hold tight. Let's see. All right. You know, so we started off with Reuben. Now, here you got Reuben, right? Ra'aban, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, meaning see it's a son, which that's the tribe of Reuben is who the world calls Seminole Indians, right? And Simeon and Levi, Simeon is Shamaiwan, meaning affliction heard, and Levi is Law Yah, meaning joined to me, right? So hold tight. Yeah, so they are brethren. Is going into how they share the same island. Instruments of cruelty is talking about witchcraft. You know, you got a lot of witchcraft on there. You know, Santeria, voodoo, bunch of, a bunch of witchcraft. Verse 6, bunch of wickedness. Verse 6, O my soul, come not thou into their secret. Now the secret is Santeria and voodoo, right? Let me see. Verse 6, unto their assembly, O Salakia. Verse 6, O my soul, come not thou into their secret, unto their assembly. Their assembly is witchcraft. Mine honor, be not thou united. For in their anger they slew a man, and in their self-will they dig down a wall. Now mine honor, be not thou united is going into their division. Now, fun fact, there's a river that literally divides the Dominican Republic from Haiti called the Massacre River. Also, they are spiritually divided because they don't get along, right? Verse 7, cursed be their anger, for it was fierce, and their wrath, for it was cruel. I will divide them in Jacob and scatter them in Israel. You see? Verse 8, Judah, which Judah in the Hebrew is Yahweh, meaning Yahweh, Yahweh thinks. You see? See it right there, Yahweh. See that? Which the tribe of Judah are the so-called Negroes, which the tribe of Judah is the head tribe. And also the tribe of Judah is the head of the southern kingdom, and the tribe of Ephraim is the head of the northern kingdom. You see, which the tribe of Ephraim, Aparayam, are the so-called Puerto Ricans. You know, I'm kind of, you know, saying that beforehand before reading about that, but hey, flowing through the spirit. Genesis 49 and 8, Judah, thou art he whom thy brethren shall praise, right? Thy hand shall be in the neck of thine enemies. Thy father's children shall bow down before thee. Judah are the so-called Negroes, and they're going to get vengeance on Esau. Thy father's children shall bow down before thee. It's going into how the other tribes will acknowledge Judah as the head, right? Verse 9. Judah is the lion's whelp. Lion's whelp meaning young lion. From the prey, my son, thou art going up, right? And from the prey, my son, thou art going up is going into how the so-called Negroes have forgotten that they have an enemy, which is Esau, and the other nations are their enemies or are our enemies as well, but chiefly Esau. You know, Esau is the head of our enemies. You know, verse 10: the scepter shall not depart from Judah, nor a lawgiver from between his feet until Shiloh come, and unto him shall the gathering of the people be. Now, the scepter shall not depart from Judah, nor a lawgiver from between his feet is going into that lineage of kings. And when it says until Shiloh comes, Shiloh is another, is another title of Yahushai. And unto him shall the gathering of the people be, right? Which once again Shiloh is talking about Yahushai. And matter of fact, when you go to the blue letter and you go there, let me see, Genesis 49 and 10. Oh, Slocky. 10. Yep. 10. Until Shiloh comes. Shiloh. Right here it says an epithet of the Messiah. Now, let me look up this word epithet. Label, name, title. It's another title of the Messiah, which the Messiah, right? Hamashiach is Yahushai. The anointed is Yahushai. See, so Shiloh is just another title. All right, so until Shiloh come, meaning until Yahushai come, and unto him shall the gathering of the people be. See? Right? Now, and also it says, unto him shall the gathering of the people be, which was a part of the purpose of Yahushai's death and resurrection, to gather the tribes unto himself, first the elect, and he's going to physically gather them when he come back in those chariots, the so-called UFOs. Genesis 49 and 11. Binding his foal unto the vine, and his ass's coat unto the choice vine. He washed his garments in wine, and his clothes in the blood of grapes. Right? Verse 12. His eyes shall be red with wine, and his teeth white with milk. Verse 13. Zebulun shall dwell at the haven of the sea, and he shall be for an haven of ships, and his border shall be unto Sidon. Now the tribe of Zebulun are those who many call, Guatemalans to Panamanians. Right? Guatemalans to Panamanians are the tribe of Zebulun, which in Hebrew, Zebulun is Zabalawan, meaning dweller, if I'm not mistaken. Dwelling, Salakia. Dwelling, right? Zebulun shall dwell at the haven of the sea, and he shall be for an haven of ships, and his border shall be unto Zidon. All right. Also, well, yeah, that's good. Let me see. Verse 14, Issachar is a strong ass, couching down between two burdens. Issachar, which in Hebrew is Yashashkar, which are the so-called Mexicans, and Issachar means, or Yashashkar rather, means he is hired. See, they are compared to a strong ass or strong donkey, meaning they are hard workers, couching down between two burdens. Those two burdens is talking about two land masses, which are North America and Central America, and Mexico is in between. That's why I say couching down in between, couching down between two burdens. Verse 15. And he saw that rest was good, and at the land, in the land that it was pleasant, and bowed his shoulder to bear, and became a servant unto tribute. And he saw that rest was good, and the land that it was pleasant. It's talking about the land of Mexico. And bowed his shoulder to bear, and became a servant unto tribute. It's going to the water Yahweh Shmi Hawashai. I just got a sharp pain in my foot, man. Ooh, it's still kind of there. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. All right, let's continue. Good Lord. All right. And bowed his shoulder to bear, and became a servant unto tribute. Is going into how Issachar, right, became slaves to the Spaniards, right? The conquistadors. Genesis 49:16. Dan shall judge his people as one of the tribes of Israel. Now Dan isn't around as a tribe today, right? And also Dan means judge. Now the last we've heard of Dan is when you read in Judges the 18th chapter. Dan became mixed in with the other northern tribes, and also that's why when you read Revelation the 7th chapter, it doesn't speak of the tribe of Dan. Genesis 49:17, Dan shall be a serpent by the way, and an adder in the path that biteth the horse heels, so that his rider shall fall backward, which that was a war tactic of the tribe of Dan. This verse 18, I have waited for thy salvation, O Yahweh. Verse 19, Gad, which are the so-called North American Indians, a troop shall overcome him, and he shall overcome at the last. Gad are the so-called North American Indians, and the troop that overcame them is the U.S. Cavalry troop, but it mentions he shall overcome at the last, like it said, we're going to get vengeance on Esau, man. Now, the word Gad means troop. And like I had mentioned before, they're a warrior tribe also, along with the tribe of Reuben, which are the so-called Seminole Indians. Verse 20, out of Asher his bread shall be fat, and he shall yield royal dainties. Asher are the people from Colombia to Uruguay. Also, Asher is from the Hebrew Ashar, which means happy. They're a happy people. His bread shall be fat is speaking about the food that they eat, and also their minerals and resources in the lands that they dwell in South America. And he shall yield royal dainties is going into the fact that they eat real good, and you have something called Brazilian delicacies, and you can look that up. Genesis 49:21, Naphtali, which in the Hebrew is Naphtaliah, which Naphtaliah means my wrestling, all right, if I'm not mistaken, all right. So Naphtali is a hind let loose, he giveth goodly words. Naphtali, or in Hebrew, it is Naphtaliah, which means my wrestling, is a hind let loose, meaning he is nomadic, which the tribe of Naphtali are the so-called Argentinians to Chileans, all right. Um, let's see. He giveth goodly words is going into how they spoke peaceably unto the Spaniards. Verse 22, Joseph is a fruitful bow, even a fruitful bow by a well, whose branches run over the wall. Joseph is talking about the people many call Puerto Ricans, which are the tribe of Ephraim, which Ephraim in Hebrew is Aparayam. which means I am fruitful. They're a fruitful people. And you see that, they got many children, when you look at the households of Ephraim, you know, and also with Issachar. Issachar tends to, have big households. Ephraim, you know, not really Judah. Judah is, single parent households, you know, that's big in Judah, which are the so-called Negroes. Now, let's see. And Joseph is also going into Manasseh, but Ephraim first because Ephraim got the principal blessing, right? Now, Manasseh, which is Manasseh in the Hebrew, which means made to forget, which are the so-called Cubans, all right? You know, but dealing with Ephraim, Joseph is a fruitful bow, even a fruitful bow by a well, whose branches run over the wall, is going into how they are very fruitful and have many children. 23, the archers have sorely grieved him and shot at him and hated him. The archers is talking about the Spaniards or the conquistadors. That they came to the island of Puerto Rico and also came to Cuba. 24, but his bow abode in strength, and the arms of his hands were made strong by the hands of the mighty power of Jacob, which the mighty power of Jacob is Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. From thence is the shepherd, the stone of Israel. His bow abode in strength, meaning he kept having children. Esau couldn't exterminate them, you know? Right? Let me see. 25, even by the power of thy father, who shall help thee, and by the Almighty who shall bless thee with blessings of heaven above, blessings of the deep that lieth under, blessings of the breast and of the womb. Right, so the island of Puerto Rico is a very fruitful land, and they have bioluminescent waters, you know. They have different exotic animals and fruit. They have a rainforest called El Yunque, and they have a lot of children once again. 26, the blessing of thy father hath prevailed above the blessings of my progenitors unto the utmost bound of the everlasting hills. They shall be on the head of Joseph and on the crown of the head of him that was separate from his brethren, right, which was Joseph. 27, Benjamin shall raven as a wolf. The tribe of Benjamin, or the so-called West Indians, shall raven as a wolf, right? Is going into the different sounds that they made, regarding the music. They will make these different wolf sounds and other sounds similar to a wolf howling, you know. Benjamin shall raven as a wolf. Verse 27, Benjamin shall raven as a wolf, which Benjamin in Hebrew is Banyamyan, meaning son of the right. 27, Genesis 49 and 27, Benjamin shall raven as a wolf. In the morning he shall devour the prey, and in the night he shall divide the spoil. Right? In the morning he shall devour the prey, meaning when Hamashiach Yahushai, right, when the Lord Yahushai returns, they're going to devour Esau. The morning is talking about when Yahushai returns, and the night is talking about during the downfall of Esau. 28. All these are the 12 tribes of Israel, and this is it that their father spake unto them and blessed them, every one according to his blessing. He blessed them. So with that, Lord willing, you were edified. Call Halam La Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Harakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations to the hopeful elect scattered across the earth. And also, regarding the tribe of Zebulon or Zabalawan, which are the so-called Guatemalans, the Panamanians, when it said, what it say, and ye shall be for an haven of ships that's dealing with the Panama Canal, right? So with that, Lord willing, you edify, call Halim Allah Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Bashim Harakakwadash. See you in the next lesson, Lord willing. And once again, Lord willing, I'll put the link in the description, right? The link to this video that the Elder Kazak Yahala from the GMS Mississippi camp had did a while ago, you know, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, Shalom.